Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Come on up, Jason. Where you at, little buddy? Nath.
Good morning.
It's been a while. Why am I seeing Nath on one chat but not the other? Oh. That's weird. Do you see Nath?
Who do I see? I see Nath on
That's crazy.
Twitch. There he is. Now it's showing up.
Yeah, and his first, for some reason, his first comment, "Good day, gentlemen," doesn't appear in the StreamYard back channel.
Well, it means
but I
just
can see it on Twitch. Yeah. Good morning, Nath. Good morning, Plush. Good morning, Jason. Good morning, David. What's going on, everybody? How was your weekend, sir?
I was just about to ask you. Weekend was okay. We had a really good date night Friday. Me and Kristen played soccer.
Yep.
In like snow, sleety snow, which ended up being a lot more awesome. And we won. That was cool. Then we went to like a tiny concert. And then Saturday was challenging. My middle daughter, who's kind of not neurodivergent, had a sleepover birthday party and didn't go so smoothly. Like she stayed the whole night. But there were some challenging personalities there. And if you have like a neurodivergent child, you probably know that like things are totally black and white, like there's no nuance. So like it's somebody's either a really good friend or not. There's no like good friends that sometimes you hang out with.
Oh, okay.
So she came home and was like kind of shut down for all of yesterday. Just kind of like navigating social situations is kind of our big challenge with her.
Yeah.
And it's just a little bit of teaching at a time. You can't control others. You can only control yourself. And that's a hard lesson to push. So.
Oh yeah. Especially at the age. How old's your middle one?
9.
Yeah. Tough age. Like that, the 9 to whatever, 13, 14, learning all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Difficult.
And then throughout all that was a spring cleaning marathon.
That's what you did Sunday?
All weekend. It was mostly by Kristen. Kristen really spearheaded it. I ended up agreeing to it. Ended up enjoying it. How about you?
Nice.
Blaze.
Good morning, Blaze.
Hey,
How
guys.
you doing, buddy?
Top of the morning.
We just went over Jason's weekend. You want to share your weekend, or you want to hear mine? Go for yours.
Had such a good weekend.
Nice.
Friday night there was like an Easter church thing, and somebody brought an actual like baby sheep to church, so the kids got to like pet a baby sheep. So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Saturday we went to go see the Minecraft movie, and that was really good. We all enjoyed it. Little buddy went rock climbing. And then my daughter has activities at 9 a.m. on Saturday and Sunday on weekends for like 6 weeks. And she values sleeping in. So each morning it woke up with, "You're the worst dad ever. I can't believe you made me sign up for the girlfriend. You signed up for this stuff." And we had this conversation. "I quit. I'm not doing it." And then so I had to get her hotcakes each morning from McDonald's to like as a bribe. But once she got there, she had a good time. So it's just, getting through those visceral reactions. Like I'm talking like lying on her belly on the floor, kicking her feet. It was rough, but we made it and we're here. There you have it.
Started my phone. Give me 1 second, guys.
Oh yeah, I think you
If
froze.
you can hear me, just give me 1 second. But
Yeah, we can hear you.
oh my gosh.
Is that a normal little girl reaction to like stomp
Hello?
and kick?
Yeah, we had that a few times this weekend.
Okay, all right. Just checking.
Not so much the kicking and screaming. Well, yeah, screaming. Not so much the kicking. Just things that annoy 6-year-olds that I can't connect with anymore.
What's up, guys? I'm back.
Resonates.
Welcome back, Dom.
Welcome back. But it was interesting because one of my kids this weekend was like, "Dad, why do you get mad sometimes?" I said, "Well, I'm going to tell you why. I'm trying to control the situation, and you kids are uncontrollable sometimes, and then I get frustrated because I'm not creating a moment in my life that, and you guys, I didn't say ruin it, but I'm like, I forget what I said. We're not there." And so as soon as we got home, because I'm like, just leave me alone. I want to eat in peace because Heather was out of town. And the oldest one was like, "Okay, boys, let's go upstairs. Let's leave Daddy alone for a little bit." Which was great because she's like, "Oh, I can help Dad by helping escort these minions up to their rooms and get ready for bed."
Whoa, what was that?
Oh, was that on purpose?
What?
Oh, you just you had like a voice alteration thing.
Oh, no. Sorry.
No,
My
don't be
voice
sorry.
cracked.
Cool.
It's like Matrix Dom.
All right. Cool. Well, it sounds like you guys had a good weekend. My weekend was good too. We had I don't remember what we did on Friday. We
Did
just
you
hung
wrap
out.
up? Did you wrap up spring break?
Yeah, they were back in school all week last week. So
Oh, okay. Man, that went by fast. Jeez.
yeah. Yeah, ours is only 1 week and it was 2 weeks ago. So we capped up spring break with our Arizona trip. Yeah. So they've been back for a week. They're already on the countdown to the end of school. I think it was something like 50 something days to the end of school,
Mhm.
if I'm not mistaken, or 40 something days. It's like May 20th or that range. Just before Memorial Day, they get out.
2 weeks. Who has 2 weeks? That's more like a break.
Like
Come on.
Arizona, like the kids we were hanging out with in Arizona, I think they said they get 2 weeks for spring break because they're on more like a year-round school.
That sounds more appropriate.
Morning, Ryan.
Morning, guys.
How you doing?
Good. Talking about breaks.
We're going over our weekends.
Nice.
Yep.
We'll keep going.
Yeah, we hit the zoo. We hit the zoo yesterday. That was a lot of fun. Just me, Amy, and Bentley. The girls didn't want to go, so we gave them that option. We left them at home because we can do that.
What in a zoo would make an older girl excited? I'm gonna think of two things. I would assume
Peacocks.
maybe what?
What would make a girl excited at the zoo? Is that what you said?
Yeah, what'd you say?
Peacocks. We have
I said
peacocks. in
peacocks.
ours.
Oh yeah, peacocks.
Yeah, see, I was thinking what MP was thinking. Preteen boys, cute boys.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Look at that.
But no,
my brain
about the
wasn't there.
zoo. Everything about the zoo is the opposite of what my like. Lots of walking, heat, poor cell service. Like that's just like the 3 strikes. My girls are out. Like dad won't let them buy anything in the store. There's no candy. Like yeah, my girls. Yeah, it wasn't even a conversation. It was more of like, you guys want to go? And they were like, no. We're like, cool. See you later.
See ya.
Because Bentley really wanted to go, and he wants to go at his own pace and do his own thing, and circle back to the lizards and the snakes, and that's he wanted to. There's this one tank. I should find the video of it, of a swimming lizard, I'd never seen it before, but big thing. And he just stood in front of the tank watching this lizard swim around for like 15, 20 minutes. The girls would have been driven crazy.
Did you take a video of the lizard swimming around so in the future that you can show him again to take up a good 10 minutes?
Yeah, I think my wife did. Yeah.
Nice. That's it. I think we all have.
It was-
I think we all need a folder like that in our phone, just to be like, hey, here you go.
Entertainment.
These were the past 10 things that you were mesmerized by. I'm gonna give them back to you.
Yeah. How was your weekend, Ryan?
Oh, thanks for asking. Weekend was it was a good weekend. My daughter had The Lion King. She was in that production, so it was really cool to see her and her excitement and all of her friends and kind of what they had put together over the course of a few months now. And then I think it was really cool to see her, like, her interest in not just like, you know, the moment in like being up on stage, but kind of like I was asking her about what did you really like about the production of it, like behind the scenes, like, is this something that you really like? And I was asking her, like, were there any like challenges that you as a big group saw that you guys had to like figure out and overcome? Like, you know, maybe you learned that you guys didn't, that you had to like create, like, I was asking her about it, like a budget, but she didn't really, that's not like where she's at, like mentally. So I was like, was there something where it was like you guys realized you had to make your own costumes or make your own like set design, like stuff? And so that was really cool to kind of hear about. And then bunch of birthdays yesterday as well. And then Dave & Buster's was one of the birthdays. So we were able to kind of get away and go there. And it reminded me that Dave & Buster's is like a really fun place. And it's going to be kind of like my top 5, like, let's do like a daddy-daughter date. And I've been thinking about daddy-daughter dates lately, but like trying to get her friends involved because she's so friend-focused, which I'm fine with. That's just who she is. But I was like, Dave & Buster's could be a really great spot. So I was like, there you go. I gotta create this mental list of spots to go with her and a friend to kind of keep connecting. So that was my weekend.
Nice. So you went to Dave & Buster's with the kids after already going with the V friends. So you like hit Dave & Buster's twice in a week.
Oh, we did. Yeah. Ross Brown.
You're just a regular now.
Yeah, right. That was just a regular. And you know what was really cool? I'll bring it up in a second. But yeah, no, it was definitely fun, I think, to kind of be there with the group, but completely separate things. But then there was a birthday there yesterday. It was actually 2 different Dave & Buster's. But yeah, the thing I was going to bring up, actually, we can talk about later. But yeah, it was a busy weekend. It was good.
Nice.
Thanks for asking. What's happening in the book today? Did you guys bring up the book at all?
Today was heavy. Today was
Mm-hmm.
really heavy.
Yeah, that's the exact word that I was going to use as well to describe it. I feel like based on our previous conversations, I feel like it kind of hits all of us in different ways.
Is twofold. Like, I think my parents are pretty good. You know, I'm doing okay. I know they love me. But you know, also thinking about, I don't think there's ever a time, I don't think anyone, because parents aren't omnipotent nor omnipresent. I feel a lot of kids probably have the feeling where, like, you know, I really could have used my parent at this specific time and they weren't there. I just think there's probably extremes where, you know, a dad that missed a football game because he was working versus a dad that was never there because he's at the bar drinking is probably like very different. And I know that these different things can probably bring up like a lot of different feelings in a lot of people. So I think it's a really hard conversation to have. So for me, I'm reflecting on when were those times for me, but also for my kids, how can I make sure that I'm there for them? And ultimately I won't always be there for them because that's not realistic, but I can be there for them as much as possible. And they all have cell phones now. Well, not my kids, but always being available for a call.
Yeah. I think that's this reading is something that, like you both said, it was a heavy one. It's something that, you know, you gotta keep in the back of your mind how you're going to show up for your kids, how you're going to move on from the past, let it go. Kind of teaches, help teach your kids to move on and let it go, like by doing it yourself, like lead by example, I guess is a good one. I find myself and my wife were like telling our daughter that, and but then at the same time, like we have these conversations where it's like maybe we're talking about some stuff that we haven't let go. So it's a good little reminder. Little reminder, but like something we need to all keep in mind. Where'd Blaze go? Black Blaze in the back. I'm gonna remove this Blaze and add this Blaze. Does that work?
Oh,
You back,
Blaze.
Blaze?
What? So many
There you go.
blazes. Oh, it's Silent Blaze. That's not my favorite. Silent Blaze is not my favorite Blaze.
There's like six
Who's
windows
this Blaze?
here.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that.
We can't hear you, Blaze.
Here, Blaze, just move your lips, and we'll try and figure out what you're saying.
Everybody in the chat, type what Blaze is saying.
But what was that?
Morning, Junie. So I was thinking, I read this last night, and it was kind of settling. I was trying to let it sink in because I feel like it's big. I know mostly Ryan and Dom have kind of dove into some of these topics before, as far as like challenging or like maybe baggage from child. Hang on, I got to wipe off my lens here.
Wait, hold on. Is everyone okay? What just happened? Did someone just crash?
Blaze? Why did he leave? He keeps
Wait,
Someone's
no.
doing
What?
dishes.
Wait, what happened with the dishes? Did someone just fall?
Oh no, that's just Junie
Oh.
getting started with the day. Say good morning, Junie. There, Junie's here.
Good morning,
Um,
Junie.
here-
Can you ask Junie what her favorite smell is? It's one of my favorite questions to ask kids.
Junie, Ryan wants to know what your favorite smell is. Lavender. That's so
Oh my
nice.
God. Did you hear how fast that was?
Oh, or a horse farm, she said. She likes to smell
I
of
like
horse
that.
farms.
But she was so fast on that. Very, very impressive.
Yeah. Here's my thought from last night when I read this. I don't feel like I have any giant struggle. Like there's like little baggages. Like one thing that comes to mind. Like our parents, I don't think weren't ever really there. Like our mom worked a lot. Dad was always there. One thing is like every time that I brought home a bad grade, I had to get it signed by parents. And I remember like I would give it to mom, and mom would like write a novel on the back of the sheet of questions to the teacher. And every time I felt like I was like in super deep trouble because of like just all the questions that mom wrote. And I was like, oh God, I got to give this to the teacher. That's one thing that sticks into my head. As somebody who partakes in the creative arts, one theme is always like, what is something that you're working against? Like, it seems like every great artist or creative has something that they've worked against, whether it's like, the old dead white guys, or like people who are really good at churning out really meaningful, deep work. Like it's always like dealing with some kind of baggage. I don't really have that. And it's always something that I feel like I was missing to connect my work with other people. And
Ayahuasca.
yeah, maybe that might be it. But I think the one thing that I try to work against is being active and present. Like dad was always there, mom was always there. And I feel like back in that time, it was mostly like, let the kids play outside and parents stay at home. Like I don't remember our parents. I feel like we're very involved, and it's not, not a dig against mom and dad. I just think it was like the way things were. It was just, I feel like me and Kristen are much more involved in our kids' childhood than I think Kristen and I's parents were. What do you guys think about your baggage? What's your baggage that you bring along with you?
Oh man.
Could be good. Baggage could be good too, though.
I'm trying to think. I
I'll
think
say that oh, go ahead, Louise.
I was gonna say, I think my dad like always like tried to dictate a lot of like how we spend our time, which I don't think is a terrible thing. But I see myself doing that a lot with my kids. So I think letting them play director more and let them own more of their time and free time is okay, but also letting them pick some of the activities that we do.
So he was
How do
kind
you-
of he was kind of the facilitator.
I think so, yeah.
So, I saw that, Tom.
What happened?
Like I was just like holding my thumbs like this, but it gave the thumbs up on my phone, so I just like put them down real quick. Go ahead, Ryan.
I was gonna ask Blaze how do you get your kids to like how do you set them up to plan their day or their time, whatever you wanted to do with them?
I think it's just a matter of like asking them, hey, like what do you want to do? And so usually my daughter likes to like go to Starbucks and drink hot chocolate. I always want them to be like, let's go on a hike or something like that. But that's not something that they, at this point in their life, I think they have a drive for. And so it's my job to introduce them to that. Like if you asked my son what he wanted to do all day, he'd be like, I want to watch people play Minecraft on YouTube. And it's like, well, you can do that for an hour, but that's not how we're spending our whole day. So that's why I need to drop a lot of their time to introduce them to different things that they can do in the city of Rochester, New York.
Yeah.
We should probably go knock on Josh's door more, but I know he has a baby, so I know babies don't like that.
Or parents of babies don't like that sometimes.
Well, the baby might not like it too.
Yeah. No, I actually I liked what you had brought up just because I do like also the idea of letting them kind of guide things. And there's like two challenges that come up with that. I know that one of my kids just like doesn't really know. So it's like, well, what do you want to do? I don't really know. Well, what is it that you are interested in? I'm not really sure right now. Okay, these are the things that we've done in the past and it seemed like you like them. Well, yeah, maybe not. And then it's like, okay, so maybe I do have to step in a little bit more right now. And then I have my other daughter who I feel like she's like, we're gonna go can we just go buy a horse? And it's like, well, okay, no, hold on, calm down. And then so and then I
Ryan,
feel like
why
I'm
are
saying
you
no.
buying your kids horses?
I know. So then I'm like, hold on, okay, we have to figure out
How did you get a
this is
horse
gonna
as a
work.
kid? Jeez.
But I do like that idea, Blaze. I think that's definitely good. Dom, from an older kid standpoint, is that what do you hold on? That was Blaze said that. Where are we going with this? There's the baggage thing.
Baggage. How does it affect our parenting?
Yeah, for me, and it was something I actually brought up this weekend to the wife and kids. Is I was like, I'm realizing more and more that the baggage that I have that probably affects me the most is just the way that I am with the people around me, the people in my family. Like I tend to be very, I don't know what the word is, but I'm like, I can be mean. I don't think mean's the right word. It's more of like I pick on them, like I poke them and prod them. I take little digs at them and take shots at them. So, and then I've noticed it's now infested the children, so they do it too. So like one of the things we're having a problem with is like Brooklyn and Bentley and the way that they treat each other. And as I'm looking at it more, I'm like, yeah, that's straight up comes from me, because that's partly some of the ways that I treat them and the way that I treat my wife. And then I look even further and I'm like, yeah, that's the way, like my mom treated me and my sister or my dad treated us. Like it's just like it's through the whole family. Like I can see how like my aunts and uncles would do it and like all this stuff. And I'm like, how do I undo all that? So I just told my wife, I'm like, I need your guys' help. Like we all do it. So we need to find some sort of system that can work, whether it's rewards based or punishment based, or just like everybody keeping each other accountable for like not doing these things. And so that was something that kind of came up this weekend, actually, interestingly enough.
So your mom used to take those digs, like play.
Yeah.
I'm like assuming playfully. That's what it is.
Yeah, I think it's meant in playfulness and jest, but in reality, it's it's not like necessarily nice, but like still surround, like it's an even mix. Like, and I do it too with my kids. Like, it's an even mix. Like, I still tell them I love them. I'm proud of them. Like, watch the things that they do, give them hugs and stuff like that. But then I'll go and like tickle them and past the point of them saying stop. Or I'll, like one of the things my mom did when I was a kid and I do to my kids is like, have you ever like pull your kids' toes to crack them?
I've never done that,
Yes,
but now I'm
I do
going
that.
Yeah. And it used to drive me nuts, and now I do it to my kids and it drives them nuts. And if I try to do it to my wife, I'll get a broken jaw. So I know that like she is not for that game.
I feel like I'll break Kristen in half if I do that.
Are the kids going around cracking each other's toes?
No,
Oh.
not yet.
I feel like there's a skill to that can definitely end up breaking a toe at some point. I end up playing this game with my youngest daughter, at least. It's called Until You Pee.
Oh.
And I'll tickle her and I'll say, I'm not going to stop tickling until you pee. And then she goes, I didn't pee. And then I tickle her enough. She goes, okay, I peed. And I'm like, okay. And then she gets up. I'm like, wait, there's no pee here. And then I'll tickle her again. But I get nervous with these things because then like she like goes places and she's like, hey, do you guys want to play the game until you pee? And I'm like, wait, no, you can't do that.
Yeah,
and
you should
then
rename
like
it for
you can't.
sure.
Well, there was like one thing, like especially like, when like little kids poop and there's not really poop like to wipe. And so like whenever like my girls would go like poop, they'd be like, okay, let's wipe. And then I'd be like, oh no, just dog butt. Because how like dogs, like you don't have to wipe their butt. And so I'd be like, oh no, your dog butt, you're good, you can go away. And they started to use that in public. And then I'm like, oh wait, no, oh God. And then like, so there's like these things that I keep saying. And they're like, yeah, and they're going to grow up and someone's going to be like, they keep saying dog butt. And then they want to play this like tickle till you pee game. Like, I don't get it. It's really weird. So those are always fun.
And I'm trying to think of the
But
things.
man,
like,
crack your toes. That's so weird.
I think it's great.
Just kidding.
Try it, Ryan. Cracking little kid toes is fun.
I know. I'm just kidding. Blaze, to cut you off though. What were you saying?
I'm just trying to think of the things that I do with my kids, and I'm like, please don't talk about that. And that's not.
Please don't announce that to live viewers in 15 years on a Twitch channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just going back to the book, if no one did read today, I think that it would be a really good thing. If you guys really are curious, I was at the point of like almost wanting to read it out loud because I think it was just that powerful. But if you guys do want to hear something on it, I think that it would be really beneficial. Dom, I don't think you posted the reading today within the chat. Just until people get the book. We're not trying to plagiarize and take things. But if that was something you did, I thought it.
I have free copies
Hold
that
on
give away
now.
for Audible too. If anyone ever wants a copy, just shoot me a message. I'll send you one on Audible for free. And building it off you were saying, I always listen to it in 2 times speed, but this one I actually re-listened to it at 1 time speed. And at first it's like, wow, Ryan Holiday is like really speaking slow, but it's like, oh, this is regular speed. But
I feel like I actually stopped listening to one podcast in particular because like I did put it on like regular speed. I was like, oh, this person's annoying. And I was like, it was like a me issue. It wasn't a them issue. Like they're still a great person. But that was it. But yeah, baggage, I feel like there's so many things that are showing up today. But this was actually now just thinking about it, like especially when we were doing these longer form interviews with parents, especially within the VFriends community. I always like to understand kind of like where that was a question I would always end up asking people is like, where is your childhood showing up today in your parenting? And then kind of connect it back to like one of the characters and see what was going on. And most people would end up choosing a character that they wish was kind of like with them hand in hand as they were actually growing up. So like a confident cobra was one that would end up coming up a lot. Sympathetic squid has come up a lot too. So it's really interesting to kind of see when you break down like that human condition or the emotion or the feel, whatever it's going to be. It was a really cool thing to kind of get into in some of those questions as well. So
it's awesome.
Good reading today.
Love it. All right, I got a dip. Mugs, coffee, hearts, love. Have the best Monday, everybody.
See
You
you, Dom.
guys too. See you guys all around.
Take care.
See you tomorrow,
Everybody,
everybody.
have a lovely day.